So this week's Golf Fitness at Home workout video, we're going to focus on certain exercises that you can do just using one piece of equipment. So here I've got a suspension trainer. You can pick these up online on Amazon. This one actually that I use in the gym retails at just under £30, so you don't have to spend lots of money. Great piece of equipment to use at home. You can hook them onto a door or a hook or somewhere in your garage so you can hang them. And they're also great if you're kind of going away and you want to take them when you're travelling. But I'll pop the link at the bottom of the video. These 5 exercises this week are going to look at different parts of the body. So we're going to do a little bit of shoulder stability, some thoracic rotation and also some core stability. So a great way to kind of develop the whole body in time for golf. So this first exercise that I'm going to take you through today is a really good shoulder exercise. Okay, so it's really going to help you kind of build scapular stability, which is really important for kind of connection and control through the golf swing. Okay, as well as developing core stability as well and being able to kind of maintain your core as you move through the exercise. Okay, so you want to make sure that the suspension trainer is hanging from obviously above your head. Okay, if you can have it on something that comes away from the door, then obviously you've got a little bit more room, but if you've got it attached to a door, you can still do the exercise absolutely fine. You want to make sure that they're hanging quite low, and then what you're going to do is you're just going to pop your forearms just into the bottom of the kind of like the oot area. Okay, so it's not the most comfortable exercise to begin with. Okay, just make sure that obviously you're nice and kind of stable and you can kind of just let your kind of weight just drop down onto there, and as you can see I've got a nice kind of flat back. You're just going to lower into it, so you kind of like shoulder blades come together, elbows go out to the side, you're controlling that movement, push back up, and then from there we're just going to raise the arms above our head. Back down, drop down, shoulder blades together, push away, shoulder blades move apart, bring the arms above the head and maintaining that nice strong core position. Okay, so you're going to feel the movement through the shoulder blades, you're maintaining that core position. Okay, and you're just getting lots of kind of stability and movement through them shoulder blades. Okay, the lower you get down, obviously the more difficult it is. So if it feels quite challenging to begin with, just start a little bit more upright. And I would just start with the repetitions of kind of 8 to 10 to begin with, and as you get stronger, just get lower and just increase them reps. So this next exercise is another great exercise for the shoulder. Okay, and again we're going to challenge the core by trying to keep everything kind of connected together as we rotate in and out of this movement. Okay, so if you're familiar with kind of inverted rows or suspension trainer rows, this is a little bit of a progression. So we're going to go into a single arm kind of row with rotation. I'm just going to do it with body weight today and just using the attachment. But what you can do is if you want to make it a little bit more challenging, you have a little bit of weight at home, preferably a kettlebell, you can actually load the opposite side. So as you go into rotation, yeah, there's a little bit kind of more resistance to kind of pull up again. But again, that's a progression from what we're going to do now. So you're just going to use one handle, you're going to have the handle a little bit higher. And again, just in terms of positioning, the more horizontal you are, the more challenging the exercise is. So you're just going to kind of lean back from it, okay? And what we're going to do is just going to fully extend through this arm. I'm keeping this connected, so I'm not kind of just letting it drop. Core's engaged, okay? And then I'm just going to open up into kind of this like rotated position. This is all kind of moving and staying together. And then I'm just going to pull myself into this position here. It's really important that when you get to the top position that you're not kind of driving this arm too far back, okay? So you kind of want to hold this nice stable position that's really kind of centered the kind of shoulder onto the kind of, or the arm onto the shoulder joint. Okay, so it's really important that you kind of keep that connection, keep it together. So I'll just show you that once more. So you're just going to fully extend and hang, rotate out. This is where you can hold a kettlebell if you need to, and then just pull into this position here, little hold on that position, back down, rotate, hold, and on that position. So again, I would just start with kind of 6 to 8 repetitions to begin with, depends how difficult it is. Build up the repetitions, and as you get stronger, just trying to get a little bit more kind of horizontal, just to challenge that strength a little bit, and just trying to build a little bit more speed as you come up, but making sure that everything's kind of working together, you're keeping that core and the rest of the body all connected as you just rotate back into that. Next exercise is another great way to challenge the shoulders, as well as input some rotation, some specifically thoracic rotation, and also core stability. So we're kind of hitting a number of different areas of the body at once and still trying to be quite a dynamic exercise. So what you're going to do is you're going to grab hold of both handles of the suspension trainer, and I like to kind of like just interlock one hand over the top of the other, okay? So again, like with the other exercise that we've been through, the more horizontal you get, the more challenging the exercise is, because obviously you're loading a little bit more weight, so you've got to pull a little bit stronger. So if you're quite new to the exercise, start a little bit more vertical, and as you kind of get more comfortable and progress with kind of strength and technique, then you just want to maybe just slightly get lower as you progress, okay? So I'm just going to pop one hand over the top of the other, okay? Just kind of start from this hanging position. We're going to pull, so but drive the shoulder blades together and then just drive the arms out to the side. So we're trying to just rotate through this upper portion of the body, so through the thoracic spine. This is trying to stay nice and stable. We come back, control the lower, and then pull up and drive out to the side, a little hold. Back down, drive out. Okay, and then in this position here, like I say, you're going to get a nice stretch down the lat as well. So if you do struggle kind of like mobility through the lat, through the shoulder, you're going to get a nice stretch in this kind of like final position, okay? And like I say, you can just get that little bit lower, make it a little bit more challenging. You've got to pull a little bit harder, hold out, back down, control, pull harder, hold out, and back down. Okay, so you're just controlling that movement as well. You're not kind of dropping into that bottom position, controlling it down, pull with speed, and then rotate the upper body as you push the arms out. Again, I'd start with about 8 to 10 on each side, and just progress the reps, progress the position that you're in, just to make it a little bit more challenging. So next we've got one of my favourite shoulder exercises, and it's really simple to do using the suspension trainer. So what we're going to do is a reverse fly, so really trying to pull through the back, through the muscles of the shoulder, bring them shoulder blades together just to kind of open up the chest. It's really important that we've got good upper body strength, particularly around the shoulder blade and into the back, okay? Because what you'll find is that it does contribute to increased club head speed, okay? It means you can put force through the club to obviously increase the distance, and also it's really important for shoulder health, okay? So you're going to grab hold of the handles. Again, like the other exercises, the more horizontal, the more challenging, so you might want to start a little bit further up as you stand. Again, we're just going to kind of allow ourselves just to hang, but keeping control through the core, and then we're just going to take the arms out to the side, squeezing them shoulder blades back and down, okay, just opening up, control down, hang, and then pull with the muscles through the back. So the majority of the pull is coming from here. We're not trying to kind of like pull through the biceps. If you want to get a little bit lower, make it a little bit more challenging, hang, own this position, nice and strong, pull out, control, back down, pull out, and control. So again, I would start with about 10 repetitions in total. Get a little bit low as you get a little bit stronger, and just trying to increase that speed and that kind of power as you pull through the exercise. So this last exercise is a really great exercise just to kind of work on upper body rotation, and it serves as a really good stretch, okay, especially after the previous 4 exercises, which are a little bit more challenging, okay. So what we're trying to do here is just trying to really kind of open up the rib cage, really try and get some rotation through the thoracic spine, and just kind of enjoy that stretch and that movement, okay. So you're just going to face the suspension trainer, okay, make sure there's a little bit of slack on it. You want to be able to make sure that you can kind of get like full rotation with that kind of nice wide arm, okay. Just feel like a little bit connected kind of through the kind of armpit area, and we're just going to rotate through, and I'm just kind of pulling onto that suspension trainer a little bit, just to create a little bit of tension, and just feeling that all open up, okay. As you can see, my lower body is, I'm rotating a little bit into the hip, okay, but I'm not kind of fully rotated, still kind of a little bit of squareness to kind of the hips there, there's a little bit of load through there, and then just back down, and then you're going to rotate the other way, reaching up, feeling that stretch, kind of pushing that kind of handle away, just so you get that nice stretch through the body, and then again, okay, so I'm pushing that TRX away, I'm pushing that suspension trainer away, feel that stretch, back down, rotate, and just working through each side, just feeling that stretch. Take your time, get that movement, try and feel that kind of separation between the kind of T-spine, shoulders, compared to kind of like the lumbar spine and hips. Pat down and just feel that nice stretch. Okay, so that's a really good one to kind of finish off with. Really nice way to kind of just open up the chest Open up that rotation, and just a really good stretch to finish. Give them exercises a go at home. If you don't have a suspension trainer, I have put a link at the bottom of this video. As I say, the one that I'm using you can pick up from Networld Sports for just under £30, so you're not having to splash out too much money to get that equipment. It's a brilliant piece of equipment that you can use obviously at home when you're restricted with going to gyms through lockdown, but also it's a great piece of equipment that you can take when you travel. So if you're going on holiday or if you're travelling for work or even to play golf, you can pop it into your bag and take it with you and just hook it onto a door. And most of them actually do come with all the attachments that you need to kind of anchor it onto your door. So give them exercises a go. As always, I'd appreciate your feedback. So if you like the video and you want more content, give me a thumbs up. Any comments would be appreciated. Any feedback. If you are looking for a specific program to you and you want to go through a screening process, or you want to find out how you can improve your golf game through fitness, then if you just direct message me, send me an email, and I'd be happy to get back to you and help you with your golf.